Good afternoon. You're watching a special Mirror Now broadcast where we highlight one of the pressing issues at this point concerning lakhs of students across the country with regards to the JEE and the NEET exams. Now, we have been highlighting the plight of the students, how anxious and how concerned they are about the upcoming exams, and they have been extremely jittery for appearing for the exams because of a lot of reasons, whether it is the reasons of transportation, how to really reach the exam centers, and financial aspects that also have to be considered at this point. Now, there are some states where the public transport have resumed, but in several other states, the public transport has not been resuming, and therefore it is adding more problems for the students who are still wondering as to how they're even going to manage to reach the exam centers in the first place. Now, it is also important to understand that the preparations for the entrance exams have not factored in the concerns of lakhs of students in the country who are going to be appearing for these exams. Now, there are several concerns there for all those students coming in from the rural areas and smaller towns, and these concerns are extremely important because it is also playing a huge role in their ongoing stress with the exams and understanding how they're going to be reaching the exam centers, what is the kind of transportation that is available there, will they be able to make it to the exam centers or not, and all of this is just causing a lot of anxiety among lakhs of students in this country. In fact, we are also now looking at these concerns being addressed as we talk to several students across the country, and they put forth their concerns, what problems they are facing on a daily basis. Now, join the Mirror Now campaign on the JEE NEET exams. We are asking students to send us videos, call us, tweet us by raising their voices about the challenges that's blocking their responsibility, and we ensure that these voices are heard by the government. Let me quickly now bring in our guests for the show when we bring in all the students that we've spoken to who are now going to be raising those concerns. They're joining me on the special show. I have Shayan Panja, who's a NEET aspirant from West Bengal, Keshav Anand, the NEET aspirant from Bihar. I have Mehak Mittal, another JEE aspirant from Ghaziabad in Uttar Pradesh, Surat Chauhan, a NEET aspirant from Uttar Pradesh, and also Kapil Gupta, who's the founder of NEETprep.com. Many thanks and joining us for this special broadcast, and this is extremely important because this is one of the pressing issues that is concerning lakhs of students across the country. Let me first begin by going across to Shayan Panja, who's a NEET aspirant from West Bengal. Shayan, tell us about your journey. How long have you been preparing for the NEET exams, and more importantly, what are the concerns that you feel needs to be addressed? What are the problems that you're facing particularly in the place that you're staying?
I am preparing for NEET for last 2 years, and my center is about 71 kilometers from my house, and it's very difficult for now that I get traveling issues. There's no train available because mainly I travel by train, so there is nothing like this available. And in West Bengal, there is our honorable chief minister has imposed lockdown before the 2 days of the examination. Means 30th September there is a examinations, and 11th and 12th is lockdown in West Bengal, full lockdown, and there is 7th also is lockdown. So in transportation there is a big issue, and also the COVID issue is there. So in West Bengal there is 78,000 students are appearing, and there is 189 centers. So that means 400 students will be at the center at a time, and approx that much of parents will go there, and a huge gathering will be happening there. So I don't know what government is saying that they will care, but the huge gathering will be there for us, and the transportation issue obviously there.
So transportation, Shayan, as you're pointing it, it's extremely important because your center is 71 kilometers, and in West Bengal, we know that there is a lot of restrictions, especially in terms of trains, buses, which is causing extreme problems for you.
Yes,
Shayan,
yes.
stay with us. Let me also bring in Keshav Anand, who's a NEET aspirant from Bihar. Keshav, like Shayan pointed out, for him, the transportation is a very big problem. His center is 71 kilometers away. What about you, Keshav? Where is your center? What was your first choice of center? How far is your center? And are you able to travel to that center?
Ma'am, actually, I'm living in a village area, and in my village there is already 23
Okay.
cases, and one death has occurred due to corona. And even in my family, my uncle, my auntie, and my cousin brother got infected, and I have seen that from very near that they were suffering from. And my first choice of center, there is only two center in Bihar. One is in Patna and second is in Gaya. And my first choice center is 150 kilometers away from my home. Mr. Pokhriyal sir was bragging about that he has doubled the center, but actually he hasn't doubled the center. He has increased the center. And the cities. What about the city centers? Only the centers are doubled, not the city centers. There is only two centers in the Bihar. So, ma'am, how will I go to my center? There is no transport facility. How will I arrange a hotel and food facility? And the most important problem is that I can't wear mask for 5 minutes, and they are telling me to wear mask for 3 hours. Not just 3 hours, we have to wear mask from our hometown to the examination center, and then after the examination. Ma'am, how it will happen? I am not able to imagine that what will be the situation at that time. And ma'am,
Actually,
Pokhriyal sir
Keshav, very
were
important as you
also
pointed out that there are only. Huh.
Ma'am,
There are only two
as
centers, Keshav, as you
Pokhriyal
said, in
sir,
Bihar. Like you, there will be many students. Yeah, there will be many students like you,
yes, ma'am.
Keshav, who are right now in a similar case. Have the authorities, have the exam centers tried to reach out to you for any kind of help in terms of the transportation? As you said, you will not be able to move to almost 150 kilometers. There are only two centers. Have the exam centers, any official, reached out to you in this regard?
No, ma'am, no one, no official. There is nothing. They have just allotted the centers, and it all depends on us. How will I go? Matlab, on these students, how will means, ma'am, they were telling that 90% of the students given the first choice of the center. It is okay, but ma'am, but the first choice of center is so much far, and I'm living in village area, and I have lost my grandparents recently, and I don't want my parents to lose. And I have seen the corona patient in my family, and they have suffered a lot. And how will I go there, ma'am? And this is a big concern
Absolutely.
that we
Keshav,
all are
request you to
having.
stay with us. Absolutely. Undoubtedly, this is one of the biggest concerns that every student that we've been speaking to are having, and that's why we're urging students to come out and share their concerns with us in the hope that the government can listen to these voices and come up with some solution. Let me quickly bring in Kapil Gupta, the founder of the NEETprep.com. Mr. Gupta, you have been mentoring students for several years. You have been preparing students for the NEET exams, the JEE exams for a very, very long time. Now, there is, of course, a massive anxiety that we're talking about here. They're preparing for years together, and on top of it, they're now concerned of whether or not they'll be even able to write the exams or not. Where do you stand on the issue as far as postponement of the NEET exams are concerned, the future of the students are concerned at this point?
See, Apurva, thank you for this opportunity. We are teaching around 1 lakh students every week from 500 districts across the country. A lot of students like Keshav or Sayan, a lot of students are like that, who live in remote areas, who have a dream of becoming a doctor. And this is their passport to social mobility. They want to be at a better place than where they are. And this exam is going to take them there. So it is extremely important for them. Students typically prepare for 2 to 3 years before they are able to get into one of the coveted government college seats. 16 lakh students are writing exam for 34,000 government medical college seats. So this is this is probably the most stressful time for a Sayan, for a Keshav, for a Mehak who are on this program. Now, I have an 11-year-old kid. If the school's open tomorrow, would I let my kid go to school? I would not. Whatever be the case, I don't want him staying home, but the fact is the health risk is very, very high. And the concern that students or parents are expressing regarding postponement of NEET is not because Sayan or Keshav or Mehak want more time to prepare for NEET. They are doing it because there is a genuine health risk. And what government is saying is, believe us, everything is going to be all right. No, everything doesn't seem to be all right. And our stand has been that postpone it for 1 to 2 months, be better prepared. I'm not saying that wait till the time of, everyone in India has been vaccinated. I'm not saying wait for the time the daily caseload comes down below 1,000. I don't think that is happening anytime soon. And these students who are sitting on this program would also not want that the exam happens next year in May, when instead of 16 lakh, 32 lakh students are writing the exam for the same government medical college seats. So the solution is this, in my mind: postpone this for now, get better prepared, get better consensus amongst all these state government. They have written letters to chief secretaries, DGPs, health secretaries, that guys, you know what, we are going to conduct the exam for NEET on 13th September, make all the arrangements. Now make
Okay.
all the arrangement, what does that mean? Keshav just told you the problem. How is he going to reach to Gaya? Where will he stay? Are there any places open where people can go and safely stay? Where are they going to have food? So inside the center, NTA is in control. Outside the center, it is state's purview. And if states are not on board, if they do a half-hearted job, we are looking at an absolute travesty, an absolute tragedy, which should absolutely be avoided. I think there are stands which have become very, very rigid. Government needs to come out and very clearly answer this question: how will a student reach a center safely? I was hearing to Health Secretary from Bihar,
Okay.
Mr. Pratyay Amrit. He was saying, we have opened up public transport. In the buses, no one would be allowed to stand, but on a seat, 3 people can sit. On a seat, 3 people sitting is not social distancing. Some students have suggested to us, you know what, sir? Make a lockdown on the exam day so that all the infrastructure, public transport, accommodation, everything is only available for the students. But government is not coming out and enunciating anything. They are just saying, don't worry, have trust in us, and we are going to do it. And trust is a scarce commodity right now. I don't think I would
Absolutely.
want to risk my life, my child's life, on the word from the government. No, absolutely not. That is the biggest conundrum which exists right now.
And absolutely, this conundrum that you're talking about, Mr. Gupta, is something that is putting so much of mental agony for all the students who've been preparing for years, who've been looking at this as a future, who's been looking to excel in it and make a illustrious career of their own. And at this time, they also have to look at other aspects, which is also causing a lot of problems, not just for them, but for their family members as well. Let me quickly bring in Mehak Mittal, who's a JEE aspirant from Ghaziabad in Uttar Pradesh. Mehak, as we've been hearing the other students as well, you're in Ghaziabad. Now, tell us about how difficult it is for you to reach the choice of your center. What is going through your mind, your parents' mind? Because I'm sure your parents would also be equally concerned about sending you to the center amid the kind of problems that and the cases that is there in Uttar Pradesh as well.
Ma'am, according to me, giving an examination at the cost of our life is something really unfair. Moreover, if I talk about SOPs, we all know how these were implemented in exams like COMEDK, UP B.Ed examinations, etc. In states like Bihar, Assam, etc., there is a flood-like situation. COVID-19 cases are increasing in our country day by day. So I think the government should postpone these examinations to a later date when the situation becomes conducive in our country. And moreover, if I talk about transportation, we students have to travel near about 200 to 300 kilometers to reach the examination center, which is, according to me, something really impossible. So these exams, according to me, has to be postponed as it puts mental pressure on our health.
Absolutely, it clearly puts a lot of mental pressure on all the students who've been preparing for years. Suraj Chauhan, who's also a NEET aspirant, again from Uttar Pradesh. Suraj, tell us, what has been your choice of the center? Where do you stay in Uttar Pradesh? And what is the distance that you will have to cover if you have to go to the first center of your choice? And what are the problems that you are facing right now with the situation, with where you are and how you manage to reach the center? All right, Suraj, I think you are on mute right now. Request you to please unmute your audio so that we can listen to you.
Am I audible? Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible. Please go ahead. Yes, Suraj, you
am I
are
audible?
audible. Please go ahead.
Oh, fine. I am Suraj Chauhan, currently
Yes, you are.
living in Aligarh. As per my first choice of center, it is in Bareilly, which is around 170 kilometers from my hometown. So how could I go there without contacting with others? Means as per the WHO, N95 mask is also not secure. So how could I? Okay, I understand that NTA do precautions at the examination center, but at the journey. So how we can make the such a social distance so that we can't affect it. So it's not easy. Oh, in Aligarh, due to Aligarh Muslim University, it's an education hub. Around more than 5 to 10,000 students are giving NEET exam and JEE exam this year in Aligarh, but there is no center in Aligarh. No examination center is available in Aligarh for the NEET aspirant. Why? I don't know. But as per the nearest center, which have least number of corona cases, is Bareilly, and which is around 170 kilometers far away. So how could I go there without just measuring the precautions? So it's not easy for us. So I am really panic for the situation. We are the students. We are not the lab rats for their experiments. They will say that go and give the exam, and we will go and just give.
Okay.
It is not easy for the 3 hours to just wear the mask and give exam. So it's not easy. Hello?
Absolutely, it is not easy at all, and as you pointed out, it is of course a lot of pressure on the students, not knowing whether or not they'll be able to make it to the exam center or not, how difficult it would be to travel such a distance without knowing if the public transports are working or not. Request all our guests to be with us at this point. We have actually opened our phone lines, and we request the students from across who are enrolled for the JEE NEET exams to call us and share the problems on this platform so that we know the kind of difficulties that every student is going through. We have in fact one of the caller who is joining us, Parth from Delhi. Parth, if you can hear us, please go ahead. What is the problem that you're facing? Where is your center? What are the various issues that you're facing while going to write the exam?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm from Delhi, and I'm from one of the more affluent places where students are not really troubled because of either floods or other problems, or in terms of lack of resources. But I think one thing we want to say is that the government, by not not recognizing us in terms of our voice, I think, and the pertinent issues we have, it's actually pushing us into a dilemma where we have to choose between the health of us and our family and the choice of a dream career. Ma'am, we as of now are faced with two issues. One is floods and one is coronavirus. I think this is being a double whammy. This is acting like a double whammy right now. And when it comes to coronavirus, I think, ma'am, 77,000. I think this is the highest single day count we've had till yet. 77,000 cases were recorded yesterday. And ma'am, right now, I think the Sero survey that was conducted by Delhi has showed that 29% people have antibodies, which just, ma'am, we can imagine the spread of the virus in Delhi itself.
Okay.
And ma'am, there was a case study in Berlin which said that after all SOPs were done, schools were opened, and now in 1 week, ma'am, more cases are coming. Slowly, in 41 schools have reported new cases in just 2 weeks, and they've had their highest new cases rise in April. And ma'am, one more thing, we're talking about coronavirus, and we're about to approach the peak of the curve in September, as many experts have rightly pointed out. And ma'am, one more thing I want to add about floods is that I think in India, more than half the states are under torrential rainfall and floods. I think, ma'am, Bihar has 83 lakh people are affected, ma'am, spanning 130 blocks and 132 panchayats right now. Ma'am,
Okay.
Andhra Pradesh and Telangana has evacuated thousands of people. And ma'am, even Kerala, Assam, Northeast, Mumbai, Jammu Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, all these states have been facing immense trouble due to floods. Madhya Pradesh also now recently. I think governments should take cognizance of the pertinent voices and the
Absolutely.
pertinent issues the students have. So they should respond because they're not paying heed to us, and this is not constructive, especially if we call ourselves a plausible democracy. They need to listen to us. At least we know that there is a source where we can
Absolutely,
vent
it
out
is
our
not
problems and
constructive at all. And Parth, as you're
Yes,
pointing
ma'am.
out, it is
Yes,
putting a
ma'am.
lot of pressure on you and on several students not knowing whether you are supposed to choose your life right now, whether your life or your family's life right now because of the COVID situation, or should you be focusing on your career because of the NEET and the JEE exams. Parth, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your views and your troubles at this point. Let me take that point across to Mr. Gupta, who's still with us. Mr. Gupta, this is the kind of voices that we've been getting, and I'm sure you've mentored so many students. You're also also receiving the same kind of response from your students, the kind of pressure the students are going through, not just in terms of cracking and getting a brilliant score in these, but also in terms of the parents who are also equally worried about this, the kind of mental stress and uncertainty that is being put, especially for those students, Mr. Gupta, who are coming from, say, rural areas or smaller towns with limited avenues, trying to break the glass ceiling at this point.
No, absolutely, and I think the challenge is this. This is what is mind-boggling to me. NTA has known since March that, for example, Bihar has only 2 centers. There have been 4 months since the time the first exam in May was postponed. Some of these arrangements could have been made. Why can't you have centers in every district? The original logic was that that promotes cheating and you're not able to control it well. Now, are you going to worry about cheating, or are you going to worry about lives of the students? Why can't you postpone it by 1 to 2 months, give responsibility to every district magistrate to conduct exam for the students in their own district? And if you're worried about cheating, have one more exam, call it prelims at district level and a mains exam at central level, so that you are able to reduce this 16 lakh students to 2 lakh students. This just seems like a logistical nightmare. And think about this student. I know a student, he just called me and said, sir, this student was in Meerut, and I keep telling about this. He said, sir, my father is not comfortable for me going to NEET exam and writing it. Can you talk to him and convince him? Why should a student go through this extreme agony? He sees 3 years preparing from the same NCERT book. For 1 more year, he has to go through this complete same 96 chapter syllabus of physics, chemistry, biology. How fair is that? So let us figure out a solution together. I think a solution is possible. Some of the things which Sayan, Mehak, etc. is saying, you will, students, you will have to write an exam whenever it happens with a mask. That reality is not going away. You will have to write an exam when the caseload is very high. That reality is not going to go away. The reality that can change from now for an exam, let's say, which gets postponed by a month or 2 is better preparation on the part of government authorities. It seems completely lacking right now. From a specific perspective, how would a student reach the exam center and where would he stay?
Absolutely. And on that front, we're just hoping that there is some more clarity, because as September is inching closer, there is, of course, a lot of anxiety, as all our students here also pointed out, the kind of stress and mental anxiety that they're going through, not knowing how to even reach the exam center after having prepared for these exams for years. Many thanks to all our guests who have joined us today for those very important views that have been raised at this point. Keshav Anand, Mehak Mittal, Shayan Panja, Suraj Chauhan and Kapil Gupta, many thanks for joining us and sharing your views on this very pressing topic that we will be discussing all through the day. In fact, this is part of our Mirror Now campaign, where we are, of course, requesting all the students at this point to reach out to us, call us, WhatsApp us. You can reach out to us on our Twitter handle. Raise your voice, make your government accountable. Tell us about the problems that you're raising while writing the JEE and the NEET exams at this point.